Thank you very much, President Obama.
From the outset, Donald Trump has focused on undoing or redirecting his predecessor's priorities on the world stage. But his rhetoric hasn't yet been matched by measurable change.
Generally, he's followed the same policies. He may have wanted to radically change our policy toward Russia, but he's been unable to do that.
In his national security message, mandated by Congress, Trump is expected to brand both Russia and China as, quote, revisionist powers, whom America must recognize as adversaries. Despite Trump's unwillingness to say a bad word about Vladimir Putin,
I feel that having Russia in a friendly posture as opposed to always fighting with them is an asset to the world.
He's grudgingly approved added sanctions against Russia, which Obama launched to retaliate for the reported cyber intrusions into the American electoral process. Since taking office, Trump has softened his campaign language about China, which he'd accused of economically abusing the U.S.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country.
The president has escalated his verbal bluster and shows of military muscle in response to North Korea's mounting nuclear threats.
We'll handle North Korea.
But a clear course of action has been muddied by friction between the White House and Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. A few days after he suggested talking to the Pyongyang government, quote, without preconditions, Tillerson fell back in line with the administration's tougher tone.
Our communication channels remain open. North Korea knows they're open. They know where the door is. They know where to walk through that door when they want to talk.
After claiming much of the credit for ousting ISIL from its strongholds, White House National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster promised the U.S. would prevent a fractured Iraq from turning into an Iranian client state.
We are committed to work together with Kurdish leadership and Iraqi leadership, mediate as best we can, and to also limit the destabilizing influence of others in the region.
But the administration has deferred action on its threat to abandon the Iran nuclear deal, at the risk of isolation from America's Western partners to the agreement. Yet Trump has reversed course on one of Obama's prime national security concerns, climate change. This despite the Pentagon's judgment that over time global warming will destabilize more governments and societies with unforeseen consequences. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera, Washington.